Yeah, I think it'll be important. I think college basketball has shown, and as our league has shown, that regardless of records, it's just there's parity. It's hard fought. Of course, a well-coached team, and they have a couple of Eli Carter's a dangerous player for Boston College. He's one of the top scorers in our league. They have a couple of veterans in Owens and Clifford, and then they have young guys. With young guys, you never know. We've seen it. We went to Florida State and different teams where they can not know any better and come out. But again, it comes down to how hard we'll prepare and well we'll prepare, and just being, hopefully good for a long period of time.
You think the momentum that you got from the Wake Forest win, you can kind of carry that on from now on? And do you think that maybe the win against Louisville was partly because of how you finished against Wake?
As I just answered, how do you know? You hope that you get momentum. I definitely think the pulling one out, how we did in an improbable fashion against Wake, helped us, heading into the Louisville preparation. But Louisville, in that setting, with how well they had been playing, our guys were, they were aware and present, and I think they know how important every game is. It's not, again, the end-all, be-all, but every game's significant, and it's an opportunity for our team. And, when you have a team that has a lot of experience or has veterans, I think they see some light at the end of the tunnel, and they don't get to do this that many more times in this setting, on the road. So they want to make it their best. And then when you have success, you say, okay, that's how we did it. Hopefully you can keep doing it. But as I said, to know that you can's important, but will you? That's the big question all the time, every time you step onto the floor.
Coach, just take us back to that Wake Forest game, that last play. Just talk about that play overall. Yeah,
the shot that Darius hit was amazing, high degree of difficulty. Again, very fortunate, wasn't part of, I'm sure he didn't call bank before or think bank from that angle, but we just set up a play to the fact that they put 4 seconds back on the clock, and, I was asked, had they missed the free throw, would it have made a difference? It might have been harder, but because it was 4, it was right at that cutoff point, but it allowed us to get our first pass inbounds closer to the half-court line. It was a dribble or two, and Devin made a nice pass to Darius, and you just want to obviously get a shot up on goal, and you would like the cleaner look, but Wake Forest did a good job of defending it. They took away an action we were looking for, and so Devin made a quick read, and then Darius obviously hit the high degree of difficulty shot.
Coach,
Go ahead.
The rotation kind of being still as long as it is all this way into the ACC play, it seemed like whoever you put in on Saturday against Louisville had a contribution or did some good things out there. Does that make it even kind of tougher to trim that down or to try and find that consistency?
Yeah, that was important. I think when we have contributions from all the guys, it really helps us from a balance standpoint. So many times it's a heavy load, with Malcolm and Anthony and even at London, and I think them having to do more, at times they have to take over games and do things like that, but I think if others can contribute in ways that makes us a stronger, again, more balanced team, and I thought that took place. Just look at the stat sheet in terms of our leading scorer, and that's harder to defend for any team. So I thought it was very important, the contributions we had. As far as the rotation in that game, I think a lot has to do with how guys practice, what we feel. As I've said, the system or the team we're playing, how things are going in the game. There's so many factors that go in. So I go back to my mantra this year, I can't play everybody, but everybody has to be ready because they'll probably get a chance at a certain point, and that absolutely has played out as the season has gone on.
With Boston College, what's the challenge of facing a team that hasn't won a game yet in the ACC that's going to be hungry coming in here?
Of course, just knowing, again, the parity in college basketball, and I mentioned they have a terrific scorer in Eli Carter, who's played at Florida and was at Rutgers. I think he's had some games where he had 45 in one game in college. Very talented scorer. They have a big experienced player in Clifford who's improved. Owens, and they have hungry young guys, and it's just the ability to establish your kind of game against them, knowing that, again, records don't matter as much as you think because the separation always is smaller than most people think. So Wake Forest had only one win in the conference and a talented team, and we were on the ropes or on maybe flat on our back at the 8 count and somehow miraculously got lifted up. But I think that if you're watching college basketball and astute, you see that.